these go on the other side of that. Okay, so these go on next. So once again, we got to have them in the right direction. There's a little bit of unnecessary goop there. I'm gonna get that off. Two little bumps right here. All right, we're gonna put the gasket on this one. How about that? That's so smart. And then we're gonna put this guy to sit like this. And this little hose will hold him back on. And this guy also has a gasket connector here, which needs to go. And try not to smush my gasket over here. Okay, first gasket. Then the gasket that's going to go on top of the carbs is this gasket. And then there's a gasket that goes between the manifold. This will be where the muffler goes. The muffler assembly sits on this. We have one for the manifold, but I stupidly ordered the wrong one and waiting on the other one, so don't need it till we put it back on the car. Put our gasket on. This goes like this. Oh, that doesn't look like that's... Oh, it's not that one. It's this one. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put you in. Get in there. There we go. Now we'll... That's not clogged. Yeah, one of those. So we definitely need that spacer. Or if I could, there's two spacers. They don't look like they're going to fall out, and then they fall out. It's crazy. And then you could set this on the spacers. Oh, and it's got, this has the keys on it. That's better. Okay. So, alright, I just set this down. I guess I'll show you. These daggum spacers are so loose. I lost a spacer. One of my spacers is missing, so I'm going to use this piece of nylon spacer. Not quite the right width. It's going to suck a little bit, but it's going to be what we do to get temporarily back to assembled. And just set this down. It's got some keys on the other side, on the side of this, that help you place the gasket. So I got those set. I'm just going to put some bolts in. Everything's setting up. This is like not resting right. Everything else is setting right. Still not setting right. I'm gonna bring that bolt out. All right. Now insert our fake spacer. Let's see how it does. You can probably see here that it's too small, but generally the right depth. Okay, let's look at them. All our assembly parts for throttle and choke are at the river, so we're not doing those today. The bottom has a threaded screw we're going to put in. And I just bought a new bolt for the top that was missing. Too many threads on that. There we go. Okay, that one's tight. Everything out of our way. Get to the other end. I bought a just a regular nut and a wing nut. Figured the wing nut will give me some leverage against the plastic if I can use it. It looks like it's going to fit in there pretty good. So it'll just allow me to not have to hold on to it. Hopefully it's going to hit the carbs, and 8mm. I thought I bought a 6, but okay. 8 it is. Too soon, folks. I forgot to put this hose back on. It's going to matter. It's what gives gas to the carburetors. So it hooks on this guy, and it's going to go feed through these 2 slots here, right here. So this will hook on here. Are going to go so we don't lose it. I'm not sure what, this one's probably the easier one. I probably shouldn't do it first. Yeah, they look about the same. That's pretty easy right there. It's on. This one's on. We're going to bring that up. This does not. There we go. That made a difference right there. Got a crease already. We're just going to use it again. Give these a little bit of a pinch. Alright, that one's done. I'm going to call it quits. Let's see if I can do it this way. It's fine. We're going to leave it. I think it'll stay there. Alright, so we have a fake spacer. Doesn't seem to be too bothered. You know, this whole gasket's such a weird setup because, you know, it's only working on that was right in my face. Alright, we're ready to put it back in the box and take it to the river and mount back on the outboard. Okay, we're back to work on our engine. Got fresh lights. We got to get this green cover off. Tell you what, we have. Okay, now that we have this open, we are going to put our extra piece parts in here so that we can get to the flange here, whatever you call this edge. Dirty in here after cleaning on my other one parts. This is kind of dirty looking. Well, I didn't have a toothbrush, so I compromising with this piece of foam, this piece of burlap. I just twisted up, and we'll see how well they work. Yeah, pretty good. Oh yeah, look at that. That foam gets up in there good. See how bad it is? I'm going to probably spray it in a minute. Okay, we are putting our new gasket on. Well, I had all sorts of issues with this gasket, but luckily Jets Marine here in town had a couple available, which is perfect. Should have bought from them in the first place. And the serial number on this guy, choke, I think I said electronic throttle, but I meant choke. So we're going to put that in there. And then this guy is the manual choke, which is going to go into this connection, which I'm going to get done before I put in. Push this around like that. Put that in like that. I'm sure you're supposed to take it off a different way, but let me see. I don't want to break this thing. There we go. Okay. I think I've got that right. Oh, it came out. Of course it came out now that I don't need it to. Okay, when you're putting on the choke and the manual and electronic choke, well, the throttle, no, this is choke right here. Make sure this metal piece right here with the black piece is sticking up. I put it on, and it's not a big deal. I mean, you can just take it back off and fix, but this needs to be facing up so you can get access to that piece of black there, and that this electronic choke goes into the gold one, and it's all going that direction. And then this piece is facing up. Get that kind of oriented correctly before you stick all those pieces on and put it on the working here. Put another end cap on. All right, let's get this hard one in. It's right back up in there. Ah, can't see it. I'm gonna have to do without you watching. Might have to put a little bubble gum on this or something to get it to go all the way in there. Ooh, got a hose in the way. Resting on the hose. And I got it. Look at that. I'm special. Look at that. That hose kind of gets in the way. I could have done that, I guess. Okay. Let's keep it going. Put this next one up here in. Of course, we got another hose in the way, but it's a little easier. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and hook up the fuel pump because I was going to get this hose on. An issue, and I have to take it off. Yeah, it's kind of tight in there. Okay. Just a little bit with my pliers. Yeah, get my finger in there, but not my pliers. I love these things. I have a bunch of video of me cussing at these things, and I cut it every time, so you guys don't know how much I hate these. I hate them. There we go. Hey, they went back together. This is a new fuel pump. I got my rusty old needle nose on them now. Everything looks rusty in there. That sucks. Alright, put our last one on. This is all the dust from cleaning the manifold. Let's get that down a little. Not sure how that. Oh, this thing loosens. Okay, maybe I need to. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna go around the crisscross diagonal. Almost ready to test it. Get out of the left turn. Just giving them a, I don't know what I would call a 3/4 turn. Don't like that one wants to keep turning. Make sure everything's got, okay, that's pretty good. I like to go back across them because just like that. That's exactly the way it looked when I took it off. I'm going to assume this goes in just like this. And then we snap that on once it's in. That's why they put those snaps. So you can just have a straight bar into it like that. Perfect. Oh, dummy. You got to put the other one on first. You put the hard one on, and then you put the easy one on. That's the way this works. All right, so we're going to take, well, the hard one isn't that hard. But I think it's going to go like that. Like that. And then snap. Look at that. That looks good. Now we put our ganger here, our gang bar. I'm going to call it a gang bar. I like that. Don't know which way it goes, but I'm going to go with, see if there's a top. It's got to go on the out. It's got to. Alright, now our choke is all connected. Now we're going to put our throttle back. And I guess the last thing is and this has a top and a bottom. Up is this way. Where's the bar? It's low. There we go. There we go. So now we got, let's make sure our throttles move. We're going to watch our carbs. Yep, everything moved on that. Give it a little bit of look at that spit. Spitting again. I got to tune the idle and the carbs a little bit, but I call that running, man. I call that running. I tightened them up a little bit earlier. On. That was a high rev, high idle.